said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense will get the first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Pulls it in, it's Neighbors. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Akbar. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Indiana's offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, He is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack, because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Alexander. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Hoosiers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. Pulls it in. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Hoosiers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Neighbors. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Akbar. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. And they got him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Makes the catch at the 30.
The return is brought down at the 40, and the USC offense will take over.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. And oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got his man downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might be changing the route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Looking for more room. Then some. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington.
There he goes! And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. The Hoosiers are marching down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they...
He smashes his way through again. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. He's already thrown 1 pick, and if he doesn't clean up some of this stuff, more will follow for sure.
More will follow, and probably going to the bullpen or getting another guy in here that can throw the football. It's stuff like that just drives you nuts because you're fading off your back foot. It's really, really hard to be accurate. So you got to hang in there. You got to understand that I got to stay still when I throw the football, hit those targets, and I definitely can't turn the football over.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Looking left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Neighbors. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure coming.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Hoosiers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Akbar. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The screen. He's got wheels. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, USC! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Indiana, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Alexander. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He tries to take the top off. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Jukes his way for more. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And the Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. The Trojans will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And they tacked on the extra point. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Akbar. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Neighbors. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. dropping into the field. That gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick strike complete. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for room. It's Alexander. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And the heat gets home, and down goes the quarterback. There are penalty markers on the field, but I think it's against the offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man to the left. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.